This is Karen White, and you're listening to the Independent Chart Show with Taxman.
For a small shop, James Shoe Care in High Street, Barkingside have so many services to offer. Key cutting while you wait, including car, house and office keys with a locksmith service. They can bring shoe looking brand new with their shoe repair service. Have your watch repaired on site, whether it's a Timex or a Rolex. We even supply and engrave sports trophies and glass awards for every sports and awards night you can think of. Going away, we have all the travel goods you need for that well-deserved getaway. Not to mention our gifts for all occasions, always in stock. Visit us at 97 High Street, Barkingside, Essex, IG6 2AH. Mention this station and receive a 10% discount. Like us on Facebook, James Shoe Care, Barkingside. Call us on 0208 550 1440. James Shoe Care. We're not just a load of cobblers.
Listening to the best in independent soul.
The Independent Chart Show.
Broadcasting from London, UK. This is the Independent Chart Show.
Hi, this is Karen White, and this is the Independent Chart Show, bringing the best in independent urban soul to London.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? We're now ready for takeoff, so please extinguish your cigarettes and fasten your seatbelt.
Emptiness weighing me down. Let me take a break to figure me out. No point finishing now. Playing in the wrong game, falling down. I can't take word from no one. I can't be who you are. Is it worth it having paper joys? Is it worth it ignoring what you want? And if you wanna change me, watch me 'cause I'll do what I do. And if you're trying to play me, ain't nobody playing for you. And if you wanna change me, ain't nobody changing for you. Say no more, talk is bad. You think it's all about you. You think it's all about you, baby. Don't you think it's all about you? You think it's all about you,
The Independent Chart Show.
What is it anyway? School to the most, so we're all the same. You can't run with a smile on my face when dreams trump reality. Fuck what they're telling me. I can't take word from no one. I can't be who you are. And if you wanna change me, watch me 'cause I'll do what I do. And if you're trying to play me, ain't nobody playing for you. And if you wanna change me, ain't nobody changing for you. Say no more, talk is
in unsigned independent soul.
Playing hit after hit, after hit, after hit. You've got your radio cranked up to the best station.
When I met you at the rodeo, baby, in line trying to get on them rides. Part of me wanted to take it slow, maybe. Other half of me wanna waste no time. There ain't no doubt about it. Oh, girl, you really got me thrown off. You're pretty little sexy body. Oh, maybe you wanna take them clothes off. Girl, your hips out of control. Your skin is like a pot of gold. I love the way your body rolls. And I can't stop looking 'cause you're like cotton candy. Oh, soft. Yeah, yeah. Girl, I gotta stay close. I love the way that you move the most. You're like cotton candy. Oh, soft. Yeah, yeah. Girl, I gotta stay close. Ooh, 'cause I can't get
100% music and 100% independent.
I wanna know, lady. Like, baby, will you get them thighs? I really wanna take a walk with you, baby. 'Cause you're the apple of my eye. Yeah, ain't no doubt about it. Oh, girl, you really got me thrown off. You pretty little sexy body. Ooh, make me wanna take them clothes on. Girl, your hips out of control. Your skin is like a pot of gold. Yeah, love the way your body rolls. And I can't stop looking 'cause you got cotton, baby. Oh, yeah. Girl, I gotta stay close. I love the way that you move the most. Like cotton candy. Yeah. Girl, I gotta stay close. Because I can't get over you. Girl, I gotta stay close. The way that you move the most. Like cotton.
You are listening to the best in independent soul.
Hey. Mic check. 1, 2. Keep a spare player case, homie looking Judas. Don't know how to play, so from then I had to suit up. Right, high V's checkered like I stole somebody's steward. Digital physio, signal can't pick it up. Written in font 64, they can't pick it up. Coming back, coming at my door, I got coming soon. All I got is floor and a living room. Only finger swapping, that's my stone for a Betty boot. Petty you, that's what I was with the heady Jews. Have to shrivel down and conform for the belly. Spent days inside, conform to the telly with that little voice saying it's that pen game ready. Yo, I've been ready when I had been 10 heavy. Always been a mute, not Tom. I'm a Jerry reppin' Springer. I'm gone, not that Jerry Jimmy anti-clockwise. My job, get the cherries like chocolate cherries on a sprig. My biggest tasteful, my biggest tasteful. Drowning deep down, headed at the break. I'm forever grateful, grateful. But you take it like I have to take it back to basic. Ain't changing with my A6, basic. When you about to hit the break, when you about to hit the break, when you about to hit the chocolate cherries on a sprig. My biggest tasteful, tasteful. Drowning deep down, headed at the break. I'm forever grateful, grateful. I have to take it back to basic. I have to take it back. Ain't changing with my A6, basic. When you about to hit the
Independent Chart Show, where all you hear is non-stop music.
To come around with the put downs are full. Stop that chat. If you wanna speak up, then you can do and catch a vibe. It ain't easy but full. Stop that chat. And so to laugh when everything took off, it was hard to go full. Stop that chat. Ready as I'll ever be. Not doing half of it, making a mark. Not sticking branches and bubbling Johnsons, babbling rhythms. Comes from your very own Pocahontas. I'm just here being mother claws, giving soft sores. Pelican out flight, seeking entities and head wars. Time when you're looking for what's not yours. The landlord will be coming for his backboard. So go and stick that to your fridge. Don't need to get in. I got me a 6-pack. I can do a quick dab. Where do I fit in? You have a lick or chit chat, staring at your Kit Kat, or to get a wristband that won't get you in. Cementing all these potholes, amputating back clothes just to keep the cock closed. Just for getting in. Redesign and decline what I dime. Gone behind the tougher mouth, cause they don't have the tougher skin. You only let out what you first are letting in. Bottom line, my job's get the cherries like chocolate cherries on a sprig. Why do these tasteful? Drowning deep down, headed at the grave. I'm forever grateful. You took it like I have to take you back to basics. Lane changing with my A6 basic. When you about to hit the play, go. When you about to hit the track.
We're breaking artists in the UK.
100% music.
Breaking artists in the capital.
100% independent.
We are breaking artists in the UK with the best in independent soul.
We are breaking artists in the capital with the best in independent soul.
You are listening to the best in independent soul.
100% music and 100% independent.
Every moment I spend with you feels like a lifetime. And you know that I can't move or breathe without you, 'cause you're my lifeline. Every moment I spend with you, yeah, feels like a lifetime, yeah, yeah. And you know that I can't move or breathe without you, 'cause you're my lifeline. You give me purpose. You let me know I am worthy. Yeah. You heal my heart when it's hurting. And you lift every burden. You're my lifeline. I'm holding on to you, 'cause you're my lifeline. Ooh, 'cause you're my lifeline. I'm holding on to you, 'cause you're my lifeline. It's unbelievable.
It's the weed blazer.
Sometimes inconceivable. How you love me so, I'll never know. Sometimes I'm feeling so low, feels like there's nowhere to go. Give me that jacket so I can float, yeah, 'cause I'm never letting go. You're my lifeline. You're my holding on to you, 'cause you're my lifeline. And I'm never letting go, 'cause you're my lifeline. Oh, I'm holding on to you, holding on to you.
The Independent Chart Show.
I'm holding on, 'cause I'm holding on. 'Cause you're my lifeline. 'Cause you're my lifeline. You're holding on to you. You're my lifeline. Holding on to you for dear life.
The Independent Chart Show.
Hey, what's up? It's Desi Tribble, and when I'm online, I'm listening to the best in independent soul on the Independent Chart Show.
Come up on my job, boy, and come to your school.
Taking it back in the day when I was a baby boy, living on the south side of Chicago in the Dearborn. Mama was just a young girl trying to make it on her own. I'm letting you know I wanna thank you. Out of the way you made a way, I wanna thank you. Working long nights and longer days, I wanna thank you. You raised me right, filled my life with your love. From the bottom of my heart, I wanna say thank you, mama. Things seem so hard, but thank God for they seem so hard. Things seem so hard, but thank God for thank God for mama. Things seem so hard, but thank God for they seem so hard. Things seem so hard. We wanna thank you, thank you. I remember waking up early on Sundays. Oh, the diamond in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with a gangster lean. Ooh, one of my mama's favorite songs. Nothing could go wrong whenever mama was at home. I remember the way
nobody
my mama
plays more
used to
music.
say, Jesus loves you this, I know. She said, hold on to your faith. Don't let no one ever change you. And I said, I know, and I love you for it now. I'm glad you made the choice. So I can lift my voice, yeah. And I thank God for you, mama. We wanna thank you.
Chart Show.
Let me be the one to say thank you to mama for all the things you've done. There's no doubt without your prayers for me, I never would've, ever could've made it.
Didn't run in the house, went outside and played. Cause secretly, that's when mama cried and prayed. Never lied, denied all bribe approaches. Her pride made her hide flies and roaches. Water, flour, and an egg apiece. Plus the government cheese as she prepared a feast. I could tell when I was held all the hugs you saved. I'm saying thank you for all the love you gave.
Hi punters, this is Katie Rock, and I always listen to the Taxman because he's the dogs. Right.
Got the milk like shake, got the milk like cream, looking like a magazine. Baby, I'm the main, your baby is a dope fiend. Yeah, you know got the juice, and I'm with your boo. Yeah. You better pull up right now, baby. I need that good love, I need that deep touch right now, baby. Cause you know that I got exactly what you need. Open up and take a look, tell me if you read in between the lines. Yeah, in between my thighs, balance in between the signs. Challenge, tell me it's all mine, all mine, all mine, all mine, all mine. Alright, all night, pass up, rewind, turn around, divide. While I got your undivided attention, did I mention that I could relieve all of that tension? Ignore all of them bitches and your mentions, cause they don't know how to treat you. You love how I greet you with good mornings in the morning and good morning before yawning. Salutations, salivating while my legs shaking. Open, we wake the neighbors. Smoking sativa, blowing out like
You are listening to the best in unsigned independent soul.
Ain't it funny how life changed? Now I'm screaming out your name, steering, gripping your wood grain. Now we switching in fast lanes, and I keep on calling you daddy. I keep on calling you daddy. I keep on calling you daddy. When you lick it like it's candy. I know I'll be extra, but you a perfect fit like it's Tetris, yeah. And goddamn, I wouldn't test this, cause you the one. He keep on calling me Zaya. He keep on calling me Zaya. He keep on calling me Zaya. Listen, mommy is a rider. Listen, mommy on fire. Listen, mommy is a rider. Listen, mama, don't try. Listen, mama, don't try.
100% music and 100% independent.
This mama on fire. This mommy is a rider. This mama don't try. This mama don't try. This mama don't try.
Oh my God. You are listening to the best in independent soul.
Hey, this is R. Castellana.
Yo, what's up? This is Winston Warrior.
This is Lenora J. Oh my God.
This is Big Jim with 3 from the Soul, and you're listening to
100% music and 100% independent.
Oh my God. You are listening to the best in independent soul.
Minutes outside the top of the hour, we say welcome along, we say welcome aboard. Wishing you all a warm good morning, warm good afternoon, warm good evening, and possibly a warm good night. Wherever you're picking up the show, whichever platform you're listening on, thank you for your ears, thank you for your company. It's your regular 2-hour slice of independent soul flavour, the Breaking Artist Independent Chart Show. Up and down the UK, across Europe, you got it, around the globe. Taxman with you through to that 2-hour mark this week, and we bring you the first Breaking Artist chart for December 2019. First and foremost, we say happy times going out to all Sagittarians, including myself. Big shout out to Talicia from Kilburn. It was your birthday at the weekend. Know you had yourself a fantastic time. No doubt we'll catch up before the end of the week. So if you are a first time listener, what we do, we ease you into the first 30 minutes or so with some back-to-back independent soul flavour. Then we enter this week's top 20 independent soul chart, counting our way down from this week's number 20 all the way down to this week's number 2. We'll then give you a quick recap of what's been played in the chart this week before revealing this week's number 1. In between that, we've got some dates for your diary, some events to be seen at over the festive season, some essential dates for some live concerts here in the UK, some community news, some also views, and a little bit about the artist. Don't forget we feature this week's Top 20 Independent Soul Chart, the chart for that weekend in the first day of December 2019. Round things off in the end of the show, around about 25 minutes of back-to-back independent soul flavour as we ease down that tempo through to that 2-hour mark. So that's how it's looking right here on your favourite frequency, your favourite platform, of course your favourite show, the Breaking Artist Independent Chart Show. Yours truly, Taxman, with you through to that 2-hour mark this week. Hopefully playing the best in independent soul, hip-hop, R&B, a touch of jazz, and where we can, and if we can, a sprinkling of independent contemporary urban gospel. So that's enough for me. Let's try and squeeze in 2 more before that first community ad break. Something that we featured last week, one of the best in the UK, featuring one of the best from the US of A. A collaboration of Reggie Myrix from the US of A and Hill Street Soul, the queen of UK independent soul. It's called One Life, and it plays right here on the Independent Chart Show.
Been working hard all week, the finger to the bone, finger to the bone. Now the week is finally complete, time to let go of all our worries.
our troubles. Come on, let's leave our worries.
The Independent Chart Show.
I got my new shoes on, and I'm good to go, and I'm good to go. So pump up the volume on the radio. I wanna let it loose, and get my groove on, and get into the mood. Yeah, let's get away, baby, just for one night. Yeah, forget about our worries, dance till the morning light. Come on, let's toast up the night and toast up the weekend. Let's get lost in the groove, get lost in the music.
The Independent Chart Show.
Let's celebrate, baby, got one life. Yeah, forget about our worries, dance till the morning light. Come on, let's toast up the night and toast up the weekend. Toast up the weekend. Let's get lost in the groove, get lost in the music. Come take my hand and lead me on to the dance floor. Wanna unleash and unwind until we lose our sense of time. Wanna let go, wanna let go and lose control. I wanna rock with you. Come on, let's give it up for the weekend. I wanna live it up, 'cause life is for living. Come on, let's raise a glass to us and good times. I wanna celebrate and make it last. Yeah, let's get away, baby, just for one night. Let's get away.
So once more, an excellent collaboration of the best in the US of A and the best in the UK. From the US of A, Reggie Myrix. From the UK, our very own Hill Street Soul. One Live plays right here on the Breaking Artists Independent Chart Show. As we play some independent soul, some sexy soul, some sassy soul, and some organic soul. Now officially released, available for download, Reggie Myrix and Hill Street Soul. Ouch. And you know, it goes without doubt that we too like this one. So as we bring towards a close that first 30 minutes or so, let's squeeze in one more before we slip away for that all-important pause for the cause.
Sweet as molasses.
Just smoothing and cooling things out in that first 30 minutes or so. Getting ourselves together for this week's Top 20 Independent Soul Chart. Chart compiled by all the W's, breakingartist.co.uk. The UK's first.
Tasted like magic. New synapses.
Independent Top 20 Weekly Chart.
Your treasure needs protecting. Can you do me a favor and pay me for all this labor? I'm so happy you came, 'cause I know that it's hard for you to open up, and now you wanna know if I feel the same way as I do every day. Do not feel insecure, and let me reassure. Thinking about all the good times. The presence is all I need, and I'm counting on it. Just need a touch of you to push me through. You're making me attain clarity, forget. Pressure makes the time, regardless of the climate. Sweet as molasses. So excited to practice. Like Ace Grace from a chalice. 'Cause you're sweet as molasses. Tasting like magic.
Super. Easy into the first 30 minutes or so. It's time to slip away for a quick First, pause for the calls. On the return, this week's Top 20 Independent Soul Chart. Stand close to your radios, we're back. This week's Top 20 after these short words.
This is D Mills, and this is the Independent Chart Show, London's essential guide to the best in independent urban soul.
Global Soul showcases the ones to watch in 2020. Some of the UK's finest performing with a full live band. Reuben James, Kadeem Terrell, Asia, Amico, Angelo Dyson's and The Oracle. Limited discount tickets available from Music Connects on Eventbrite. A global soul showcase of the hottest UK talent on Sunday the 15th of December at the Jazz Cafe, London.
London, let's go to work as rising soul star Michonne Young performs with her full band for the first time in the capital in 5 years. All roads lead to South London's award-winning live music venue, Hideaway, on Saturday, 4th of January 2020. Tickets are selling fast via Eventbrite and the venue box office. For more information, call Biggs today on 07762 072 845. Start your new year in fine style with Michonne Young and full band at Hideaway in Streatham, 4th of January 2020. Be there. Soul Gigs and Biggs present the Tidra Moses UK Tour, celebrating the 15th anniversary of the R&B masterpiece Complex Simplicity. Sunday 23rd of February 2020 at the world-famous Jazz Cafe in Camden. 24th, Jazz Cafe. 26th, Hideaway Streatham. 28th, Band on the Wall Manchester. 29th, Institute 2 Birmingham. Tickets on the move via Eventbrite and Ticketweb. Photo booth opportunity exclusive to Eventbrite. Caution, hits after hits after hits. For more information, call Biggs today on 07762 072 845. Tidra Moses, 23rd to the 29th of February 2020. Grab your tickets today.
Hey, this is Terry Tobin, and you're listening to the Independent Chart Show, London's essential guide to the best in independent urban soul.
So some essential dates for your diary. Global Soul Showcase, Michonne Young in January, and of course Tidra Moses in February 2020. But you know what, right about now it's time when we got inside this week's Top 20 Independent Soul Chart. The chart for that week ended the first date, 1st of December 2020. 2019. Let's kick off this week's show. Let's head over to New York, New York. This week's number 20. This week's first new entry coming from a young lady by the name of Demi Zabadi. It's called Diamonds in My Crown, and it plays at this week's number 20.
Number 20.
I don't take no baby. You should know. But I thought I told you. I thought you saw all the diamonds in my crown.
Keep it locked on. We're playing this week's Top 20.
Let me remind you of who I am. Got so many I lost count.
The Independent Chart Show.
That keep dripping in your promise, you know they drip. So boy, don't trip. Oh no, I do it all with the purpose. You looking through the lens, but don't even gotta focus. Are you serious? You can't be, baby. You should know by now. I don't take no no, baby. You should know by now. I know what it
off this week's Top 20 Independent Soul chart with a brand new entry, this week's number 20. She hails from New York, and of course her name is Demi Dabadi. Diamonds in My Crown plays at this week's number 20, kicking off the first chart for December 2019. Of course, the chart for that weekend in first day in December. So we kick off our musical journey in New York, US of A. Let's come back to Europe and play the very best in some soul, independent soul from the Netherlands, from Amsterdam to be precise.
Chilling with your friends at the basketball court, smoking something, wearing Nikes. You're probably
this week's number 19. This week's second new entry, a group by the name of Secret Rendezvous. Their current single, it's called Back in the Day. This week's second new entry. This week's number
19.
I was never a cool kid. Vintage clothes, always humming something with my headphones on. I tried to fit in, but I guess it was different then. You made me feel like a queen when I saw you smile at me.
Keep it locked on. We're playing this week's Top 20.
And so we meet again. I ain't gonna lie, the thought it crossed my mind. What if we try again? After all this time, we still got that vibe like back in the day. Cruising down the city, playing Tupac and Brandy. If you want them, maybe we can kick it like late night on the street, sipping on Bacardi. Take me back to the 90s, and let's kick it like that day in mid-September. Not sure if you remember, but you took me to the movies, and though it was innocent, I bet you didn't realize right then and there it would set the tone for what's to come. By now you probably had your fair share of heartbreak. Honestly, I thought I was never gonna see you again, but ever since 99, each summertime I reminisce about you and me back in the day. And so we meet again. I ain't gonna lie, thought it crossed my mind.
So Secret Rendezvous heading from Amsterdam in the Netherlands.
And after all this time, we still got that vibe.
Some Dutch independent soul. It's called Back in the Day, coming from Secret Rendezvous, their current single. This week's number 19, this week's second new entry as we count our way down towards this week's number 1.
We can kick it like late night on the street, sipping on Bacardi.
So from New York we go to Amsterdam, from Amsterdam
and let's kick it like
we bring you this week's number 18.
Number 18.
Well, hello again.
This week's number 18, this week's third new entry, a young lady by the name Indiga. It's called After Midnight. This week's third new entry, and this week's number 18. It plays right there on the Independent Chart Show.
After midnight, if it feels right, you could swing by, catch the sunrise together. And if the moonlight hits my skin right, then I might blink the twilight. But it's alright. Before we say goodnight, let's make it a good night. Your personal invite. After midnight, before we say goodnight, let's make it a good night. Your personal invite. After midnight.
You are listening to the best in independent soul.
Sometimes, like the doctor advised, but I'd substitute my heart for you. Let's set the table up for two. Come get away, just me and you. After midnight, you on my side, a little tongue-tied, but
3 down, 17 to go, and we're already into 3 new entries on this week's Top 20 Independent Soul chart. Underneath, Indiga, After Midnight, plays right here on the Breaking Artists Top 20 Independent Soul chart, the chart for that weekend in the first day of December 2019. The very essence of independent soul, sexy soul, sassy soul, and organic soul. Destination, this week's number 1. So once more, that's 3 down, 17 to go on this week's Top 20 chart. Let's bring in this week's number 17.
Number 17.
Second week in the chart for a young lady all the way from the DMV. From the album Between Two Worlds, the powerful sounds of Miss Lulu Fall, the powerful vocals of Lulu Fall. It's called Powerful, and it plays right here at this week's number 17.
I run the world, can't nobody tell me no. I'm just a girl who believes in what she sows. Like watching paint dry on a wall, I'm not wasting no more time. All fear be gone, that monster lives only in mind. I'm powerful. I'm magical. I'm radical.
You are listening to the best in unsigned independent soul.
I ride up high with my ancestors around. I kiss the sky, feeling confidence abound. Electricity, currents rip right through my toes. I'm lightning speed, step aside cause it's mine.
So in my opinion, an independent artist with a massive future. The sultry, powerful vocals of Lulu Fall, all the way from the DMV, from Washington, D.C. From the album Between Two Worlds. Powerful plays at this week's number 17, up 3. From the last November's chart of number 20.
I'm radical.
Original vocals, something that's sung from the heart. And a rasping voice.
I have the baton.
So Lulu falls in at this week's number 17. That's 4 down, 16 to go. A new name for most of you, Lulu Fall. But let's give you the return of a name that you should know. From his 16th studio album. This week's number 16. Lifted from his album, Center of the Heart.
Barely slept last night.
Return of Naji. This week's number 16 is called Better.
I can feel
and it plays right here on the Breaking Artists Independence Chart Show.
Number 16.
No conversation, but baby, let me ease your mind. You see the thing about love, some never make it. They can't go the distance, then it all falls down. When it comes to love, nothing can break us. Yeah, we done been through a lot, but I choose you every time. You gotta know. When you're in love like this, it's gonna go fire, baby. A whole lot of love invested, and it keeps getting better. Cause I don't wanna even imagine just a whole lot of life invested, girl, and it keeps getting better. Do I need to remind you that every year gets clearer we were meant to be? You're gonna lose interest, girl, I'm caught up inside you. It's amazing how every day can show us something new. You see the thing about love, some never make it. See, they can't go the distance, but it all.
So the return of Naji for 2019. From his 16th studio album, he's got 4 platinum albums and 2 gold albums in that 16. He's back for 2019 from the 2019 album Center of the Heart. Naji featuring the sultry vocals of Kenny Lattimore. Better, this week's 4th new entry and this week's number 16. As we reach the midpoint in that back 10 chart for the weekend in the first day of December 2019. And I said it on my show the other day, it seems like old time something come back again. The return of Naji, followed by the return of the one and only young man by the name of Montel Deshawn Arnett, better known to you and I as Montel Jordan. He's back with his brand new album Masterpiece, the first album for over a decade.
What you wanna do tonight?
He's in at this week's number 15, this week's 5th new entry. First Date plays right here on the Independent Chart Show.
Number 15.
Tonight, here's what I had in mind. Step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, sexy heels on. Ordinary just won't do. Introducing something new. Let's turn back the hands of time. Just push pause and press rewind. Baby girl, may I suggest my one request? Act like it's our first day. I'll pick you up better. You pretend like we just met. When love is so innocent, dancing to your feet. Oh, you feel out, that's made me feel better. Much better. We really gotta change the scene. Tired of the same old, same routine. Something in the atmosphere says get out of here tonight. And baby, we just might. That's made me feel better, much better. It's our first day. Yeah.
So from his first album in over a decade, this week's 5th new entry, Montel Jordan from the album Masterpiece, talking about his first date. Do you remember your first date? I remember mine.
First day, I picked you up.
And believe you me, it didn't go that well. Hopefully by now I've learned a trick or two. Although I can see Mrs. Tax giving me some daggers from across the studio. So we've gone past that midpoint in the back 10. So 6 down, 14 to go on this week's Top 20 Independent Soul Chart. Let's ease down Montel Jordan. Let's put on a piece of vinyl for this week's number 14. So we're back on our musical journey. Let's head over to Detroit in Michigan. From the album Sometimes I, this week's number 14, last week's number 18.
I call it blessed.
Young lady by the name of Tab Russell. Every day plays at this week's number 14.
Number 14.
You would do anything in the world for me. I believe you. That's just what you do.
The Independent Chart Show.
Your love feels like butterflies flying through heaven. That's how you make me feel. And on the wings of love, only the two of us Love don't make the world go round. It makes the ride worthwhile. And I'm down to ride. You're a pool of love and I'm tempted to die. Baby, come and drown me. If everybody plays the fool, then I'm ready to be a fool for you. Ready to lose my whole cool for you. Cause what you tell me you do.
So she's up 4 places from the last chart's number 18. This week's number 14, Tabla Soul, from the album Sometimes I. Every Day plays at this week's number 14. Another new name to some, but absolutely fat and all that. She hails from Detroit in Michigan, and we do like this one. So we're steadily heading our way towards the back of the back 10. Currently at this week's number 14. Let's try and rattle off the next 3 before the next community information break. So that's 7 down, 13 to go. Let's give you this week's number 13. And let's head over to New York City. From the self-confessed bad boy of independent soul, Babe Bright, CEO for Bright Vision Entertainment. He's in at this week's number 13. It put me on this week's number 13.
Number 13. What I gotta do, baby, to get you over tonight. Yeah. Hello? I've been patiently waiting on you, girl. I'm working up an appetite for your loving, baby. I like the sexy way you walk. I like the sexy way you talk. So hot, girl, stop messing around, baby. You know I really like your style, so fly. I love your pretty smile, outstanding, girl. You knock me out.
You are listening to the UK's only independent urban chart. With Taxman.
Put me on. I just want a piece of your love. Hey, sexy love, you gotta put me on. Hey, sexy love, said you gotta put me on, girl. I just want a piece of your love. Tell me, girl, what you drinking tonight? Vodka and cranberry. And to say, while we listen to some Marvin Gaye, let's get it on. No more distant loving, baby. Come get to this love tonight, cause I know you sure love to ball. I like the sexy way you walk. I like the sexy way you talk. So hot, girl, stop messing around.
So the current single from the bad boy of independent soul, Babe Bright, Put Me On.
Your love's such a natural high.
Up 3 places from the last chart's number 15. This week's number 13. And you know what? This one's growing on me. So it's independent soul, it's sexy soul, it's sassy soul as you head towards the back of the back 10. 8 down, 12 to go. Let's bring in this week's number 12.
I said hello.
Number 12.
You should have won. Say we're drinking and I think.
So let's return to New York City.
I'm just gliding, we are rolling, no controlling, just having some fun. It's a
Not quite sure what happened there. Let's cue this one up again as we head back to New York City from the album Pain and Pleasure.
Say we're drinking and I'm thinking.
Second week in the chart. Last week's at number 17. This week's number 12.
No control.
For Kelly Andre. It's called The One. And it's this week's number 12.
Number 12.
Keep it classy. We are rolling. No controlling. Just having some fun. Wake up in the morning. Got the yearning for you. Feel it in my Jones and I wanna show you. Let me kiss you on your skin, I wanna jump in. Paint your body with my soul. Party all day, love all night. Sleep in between and do it again, pause. Wait a minute, take it slow. Ready, set, go, hey. Drop the top, let it ride. Heavy on the gas pedal, let me slide. Headed to the beach, bring
You are listening to the best in unsigned independent soul.
Stepped in the place with a smile on my face. Dressed real fly and that's no lie. Pressure so clean, pretty girl, you know your body mean. Yes your body mean. Drinks at the bar, lights real low, and the DJ's playing songs, yes our song. And when I'm in effect and dancing all night long, baby. Drop the top, let it ride. Heavy on the gas pedal, let me slide.
So once more, second week in the chart for Kelly Andre from the album Pain and Pleasure.
Baby, you spit in the night.
Up 5 places. Last week's number 17, this week's number 12. It's called The One. And Kelly hails from New York, from Brooklyn to be precise. So let's round off the back 10 with this week's number 11, and I'll let this one lead into this week's next set of community information. I'll catch you on the other side with this week's top 10.
Number 11.
Today I felt like saying
Last week's number 16, this week's number 11. From the album Self-Aware, Tamara Jade. It's called Rescue Me, and it plays at this week's number 11.
No, my future is bright, but right now I can't see. 'Cause I'm stuck in the dark, need a change of heart. Somebody please pray for me. Oh, please. Pass it to the left hand side. Made a call and got it down with my last 2 5s. I don't know how things gon' shape up, but right now I'm on my way up first class on a rocket to the stars. At least up there things don't feel so heavy. Single from my mind, take it one step at a time. Tomorrow's gonna come with its ifs and maybes, but as long as I got you and we got fire, we can inhale and go.
You are listening to the best in independent soul.
Won't you come and rescue me? Yeah. Take me to a place that's far away. A sweet escape just for a few. I'll get right back to you, or you can come too. But right now I'm
Hey, what's up? It's Desi Tribble, and when I'm online, I'm listening to the best in independent soul on the Independent Chart Show.
Yeah, knife crime is not new. Yeah, I grew up in the 80s and there was knife crime back then between blacks and whites, and now it's definitely between young black men in small, tiny communities, and it's affecting everyone. We all look stupid. You look even more stupid. If you've got a knife or you know someone that's got a knife, tell them to stab themselves. Right now, trust me, because you're just going to stab your future if you go and stab someone else. You become a murderer, you go to prison, you ain't got shit. For what? For some beef that lives within your community. You need to see past that. We have to say something about it as well. Entertainers that are out there, there's young people that look up to us, man. We need to just vocalize this, send a message out saying, put the knives down, it's done. All right, it's done. We don't need to be killing ourselves. We have so much more we can offer. And you're going to kill your future. You're going to kill someone else's future. And it's dumb. Entertainers, do me a favor, man. Put out similar videos. Let's try and put out something and say that we care for our communities. Stop the knife crime, please.
As Afro-Caribbeans, we're proud of our sense of community. Oh yeah, we're very big on that. We try to help each other in any way we can. Except when it comes to saving each other's lives. Even if all we have to do is put our names on a bone marrow register. Not quite so big on that, are we?
There are 24 times more white people than black on the UK bone marrow register.
If you're black or mixed race, join the register today. Visit aclt.org and see how you could be the one to save a life. ACLT, unite to fight leukemia.
Gentlemen, I've got some bad news and some good news. Okay, the bad news is that your chances of getting prostate cancer are now just 7 to 1. In fact, prostate cancer is killing one man every single hour of the day in this country. Imagine that, one every hour of the day. But the good news is, we're forming a team to stop that clock. Men United. It's time men united together to fight prostate cancer, the way women have united against breast cancer. We need to get together and find a cure, as well as better ways to care for the 250,000 prostate cancer sufferers out there. Please, get on side, search Men United and join us in the fight. Men United versus prostate cancer. We can win this.
There's a guy I know. He wasn't into no working out and stuff like that. Instead, he got himself a gun. Funny. All he seems to do now is run. Trident. StopTheGuns.org.
Wherever you are, I'm with you. Took a minute just to get it right. Now we got it, gonna keep it tight. We won't let love slip away.
So count your way down from number 20 all the way down to number 11.
Cause it's feeling like
We're into the second segment of this week's show, and it's time for us to count our way down from this week's number 10 all the way down to this week's number 1. So we've been to New York, we've been to Amsterdam, we've been to DC, we've been to Detroit in Michigan. Another couple of visits to New York. We've been back to the DMV, and we've had the return of Najee and the return of Montel Jordan, all in the back 10. Let's enter this week's top 10 and count our way down from this week's number 10.
Number 10.
It's only my third day out here.
So we start our descent towards this week's number 1 with this week's number 10 up 3 from the previous chart's number 13. Taylor Nicole, all the way from the DMV. Watching you.
It's a new day, you need to know what's up. So tired of watching you craving your love. Yeah, your girl is cute, but she stole my flow. Had a man, but not no more. Boy, I know that you've been feeling me, and I see the way you've been looking at me. And I hope that you see what I see. Yeah, I'm tired of watching you. I need ya. Know just what to do to keep ya. Singing Jodeci, I'm a people. The struggle of this thing has got a hold of me. Tired of watching you, I need ya. Know just what to do to keep ya. Singing Jodeci, I'm a people. The struggle of this thing has got a hold of me. I don't even mean to hound, but I think it's my turn. You say you're with it, you're down. You just get rid of her. Babe, I got all that you needed, so guaranteed better than your dream. All I need from you, yeah, I need you to make a move on me. Make a move on me. You need to make a move on me. Make a move. Make a move on me. Make a move on me.
Finally, it's from the album Wave. Up 3 from last week's number 13. This week's number 10, Taylor Nicole. Watching you, and of course, using the break of Brandy's Best Friend. So we're now safely inside that top 10, counting our way down towards this week's number 1. In the chart for that weekend in the first day of December 2019. Once more, we play you the best in independent soul, hip-hop, R&B, that touch of jazz, and and a sprinkling where we can of independent contemporary urban gospel. That was this week's number 10. Let's get back on the plane and head over to from the DMV to London, UK.
Number 9.
Last week's number 3, this week's number 9, so down 6 places for Nate Rich. Lifted from the album Hashtag Something Something. It's On You plays at this week's number 9. Do you know what? 2020, I do predict a very big year for Nate Rich. On the back of his debut album, getting lots of notoriety, lots of plaudits, lots of comments. Until then, It's On You plays at this week's number 9.
What have we got to lose? We should just do it. You've been giving me something clues, but I'll remain cool through it, 'cause I've already asked you twice. Last time I got a maybe. Hearing that was nice, but the suspense has been driving me crazy. I decided to fall back. It's on you. You know where to find me. It's on you. I'm ready when you are. It's on you. It's on you. It's on you. Don't make me wait too long. Left the ball in your court just to keep your seat warm, just in case you tell me it's on. Seems like you wanna say yes. I know I could be wrong. You already know you got me 'cause it shows. I'll leave it there on that note. Hold that for marinate. I decided to fall back. It's on you.
So once away, So once away.
Where to find me. It's on you.
He hails from North West London, Nate Rich, from the album Hashtag Something Something. It's On You, last week's number 3, this week's number 9.
It's on you.
And so we're predicting a big year, 2020 for Nate Rich, flying the flag for UK Independent Soul alongside Lucas Seto, Ellis Aaron, and all the rest of the UK Independent Soul artists. So we count our way down towards this week's number 1. Let's bring in this week's number 8.
Number 8.
Last week's number 11, this week's number 8 are up 3 places for Cornell C.C. Carter from the album Absolutely. Come Live With Me, Angel, this week's number 8.
I won't understand you, baby. I really when you want some solitude.
This is Cornell C.C. Carter, and we're breaking artists in the capital with the best in independent soul.
Darling, please walk around me 3 times a day so I can get you, baby. Just you and me, happy 3 times a day. In all the ways, baby, ooh, you can have your way if you decide to stay. So
You are listening to the best in independent soul.
Nobody plays more music. Absolutely nobody.
Let me explore all your treasures.
So lifted from the album Absolutely, he hails from San Francisco in California. Cornell C.C. Carter. Last week's number 11, this week's number 8, Come Live With Me, Angel. Plays right here on the Independent Chart Show. Absolutely fat and all that. Had the privilege of seeing him at one of the Global Soul Showcases You really need to see him perform live. So we're now getting towards the business end of this week's show, this week's chart.
Come and live with me, angel.
Heading towards that top 5 on this week's Top 20 Independent Soul chart. Do we have a brand new number 1? I think the next one will tell you that we do. After 3 weeks at number 1, Blanche J goes down to this week's number 7.
Number 7.
From Dallas in Texas, Blanche J from the album Voice Memos B. Open plays at this week's number 7, so we now know we've got a brand new number 1 in this week's Top 20 Independent Soul chart.
Have you ever rode a roller coaster at night time? Took a seat in the back row. Oh, what a rush. Or have you ever caught the eye of your crush from across the room? Heart racing. Oh, what a blast.
Fire, baby. Fire, baby.
And do you believe in love at first sight? Am I tripping? Is this a myth? In my mind, I'm walking over, but my feet won't move. Take a deep breath. Here's an opportunity I can't miss. You got me open, love so high, we're floating. Can't deny this feeling. My one and only. You got me open, love so high, we're floating. Can't deny this feeling. My one and only love. My one and only love. Ooh, you got me feeling crazy.
So after 3 weeks at number 1 and the Breaking Artists Top 20 Independent Soul chart,
got me feeling like
all the way from J.R. Ewing country, Blanche J Open from the album Voice Memos B, last week's number 1, this week's number 7. All the way from Dallas in Texas, Open plays at this week's number 7. And do you know what? It still sounds good to me. So it's independent soul, it's sexy soul, it's sassy soul, and sometimes soul that sounds like back in time soul, and we do that at this week's number 7. At this week's number 6, beg my pardon.
Number 6.
From the album The Fly Tape, Travis Mendez with Understand It. Not understand it, you know. Understand it.
but I can't make this happy.
This week's number 6.
I'm ready coming up. Everything like me. Damn, I wanna run. Can't see straight. Been at it so long. Can't waste no time, 'cause girl, I need that paper. That paper. Understanding. I can't fake it. You and Danny. Understanding. I can't understand it, babe. Is this the way God is playing? Man coming up. Damn, I've been late. Damn, I wanna run. Can't see straight. And it's been so long. Can't waste no time, 'cause girl, I need that paper. That paper. Oh, baby. Shake down. Life been trying to make me break down. I need power to be great now. Gotta take what's mine. I can't.
So sounding so much like an old Marvin Gaye record.
Oh, baby.
Lifted from the album The Fly Tape, Travis Mendez.
Life been trying to
Understand it.
break now.
I need power to be great now.
All the way from Brooklyn, New York City.
I can't wait now.
Played at this week's number 6, up 6 from last week's number 12. It's got that old school 60s, 70s soul flavour.
I need that.
Okay, you know the drill. We now count you down for this week's number 5, number 4, number 3, number 2. I'll catch you again at this week's Top 20 Countdown. Until then, let's have some back-to-back independent soul. This week's number 5, number 4, number 3, and number 2.
The Independent Chart Show, where all you hear is non-stop music. The number 5.
I know that it's over, and the past is all behind. But when I'm not sober, when you still going through my mind, I know it won't ever be the way we used to be. But can you go over? 'Cause I need you here with me. We got a long way to go to get used to this. If we can take it slow, take it slow. A little rust been a while for the both of us. I swear it's better now than it ever was. But it's all over, and the past is all behind. But when I'm not sober, when you still going through my mind, I know it won't ever be the way we used to be. But can you come over? 'Cause I need you here with me. When we were still together, you would never disgrace. Until you look in glass with the lightning wave. Lightning wave. When I broke down and no time you returned. Hit me one more time, but one is never enough.
This is Tamika Dunning, and we're playing those independent jams back to back.
Number 4.
You are listening to the best in independent soul.
Hope is not for nothing. Hope is not for nothing, no. Your father's messing with me. I can feel your energy.
Fire, baby.
Tell me why you're rushing. Hope is not for nothing, though. Just say that. Ease your mind. Won't you ease your mind? Won't you ease your mind? Oh my gosh. Why don't you take some time?
This is Tamika Dunning, and we're playing those independent jams back to back.
Yeah.
Number 3.
Backwards with you. Twist it up, light it up. We've been going through enough. Yeah, this road can get a little rough. Doing our best to keep our heads up. Break it down just to ease the tension. Try to get me out my feelings. You and Mary Jane, y'all ease my pain. Your love sweeter than sugar cane. We slow dance in the clouds we made. And it ain't nothing that I'd rather do than just sit back and smoke with you. Can we chill like we used to? If you come through, backwards with you, 'cause this blunt was made for two. You gotta bring the backwards with you.
This is Tamika Dunning, and we're playing those independent jams back to back.
Yeah. Number 2.
Baby, I'm ready to ride. Show you how to downtown. When we get there, you're gonna wonder what you've been doing, just waiting around. When we get there, you have no idea about what's gonna go down. When we get there, we'll go up, up, down, and round again. You'll be wishing this adventure would never end. So let me take you downtown, downtown, downtown. Show you how I get downtown, downtown, downtown. Come down from uptown, downtown, up, just you and me, yeah, downtown. I got a feeling you're ready to go. Come on, let's play. When you're downtown, leave your inhibitions at the door. Baby, what you waiting for? Put that gear in overdrive, baby. I'm ready to ride. Just like that, downtown. Just like that. When we get there, you're gonna wonder what you've been doing, just waiting around. When we get there, you'll be feeling so high, don't wanna come down. When we get there, sign on the dotted line and move right in. When we get there, you'll be wishing this adventure would never end. So let me take you downtown.
It's time for the Top 20 Countdown.
3, 2, 1, rhythm.
It's time for the Top 20 Countdown. You are listening to the Top 20 Countdown with Taxman.
So we're giving you 19 of this week's Top 20 Independent Soul Chart for that weekend in the first date of December 2019. 5 new entries, 13 moving up, 2 moving down, and no non-movers in this week's chart. Let's count our way down from this week's number 20 all the way down to this week's number 1.
Number 20.
This week's number 20, brand new single from a young lady by the name of Demi Debardi. This week's first new entry, this week's number 20, Diamonds in My Crown.
Number 19.
And this week's second new entry, current single from a Secret Rendezvous from Amsterdam. It's called Back in the Day, and it's this week's number 19.
Number 18.
This week's number 18, brand new single. And this week's third new entry, a young lady by the name of Indiga. It's called After Midnight. This week's number 18.
Number 17.
Moving up 3 places from the previous chart's number 20. From the album Between Two Worlds, Lulu Fall with Powerful. This week's number 17.
Number 16.
This week's fourth new entry at this week's number 16. From the brand new album from Naji, from the album The Center of My Heart, Better. This week's number 16. And in at this week's number 15, this week's fifth new entry, Montel Jordan from the album Masterpiece, First Date. This week's number 15.
Number 14.
Up 4 from last week's number 18. This week's number 14 from the album Sometimes I, Tab Russell with Everyday.
Number 13.
Current single from Babe Bright, all the way from New York City. It's called Put Me On. Last week's number 15. This week's number 13.
Number 12.
Up 5 places from the previous chart's number 17. From the album Pain and Pleasure, Kelly Andre, The One, plays at this week's number 12.
Number 11.
And rounding off the back 10, from the album Self-Aware, Tamara Jade, Rescue Me. Last week's number 16, this week's number 11.
Number 10.
Inside the top 10, from the album Wave, last week's number 13, this week's number 10, Telly Nicole, Watching You, plays at this week's number 10.
Number 9.
Last week's number 3, from the album Hashtag Something Something, this week's number 9, Nate Rich with It's On You, this week's number 9.
Number 8.
And up 3 from last week's number 11, from the album Absolutely, the return of Cornell CeCe Carter, Come Live With Me, Angel, this week's number 8.
Number 7.
Last week's number 1, this week's number 7, from the album Voice Memos B, Blanche J, Open, plays at this week's number 7.
Number 6.
Up 6 places from last week's number 12, this week's number 6, from the album The Fly Tape, Travis Mendes, Understand It, this week's number 6.
Number 5.
Inside that top 5, this week's number 5, current single from Maya Hawthorne, it's called Over, and it's this week's number 5.
Number 4.
Current single from Lenora, last week's number 10, this week's number 4, it's called Relax, and we do like that one.
Number 3.
From the album 9, Zaya Bell, last week's number 5, this week's number 3 with Backwards.
Number 2.
And this week's number 2, up 5 from last week's number 7, Rabbit, some Hawaiian independent soul with Downtown. But let's slip away for a pause for the calls. On the return, we give you this week's number 1.
On Friday, the 6th of December, Soul Train Promotions presents So You Think You Know Music, taking place at the Adulis Restaurant and Bar, 44 to 46, Brixton Road, SW9 6BT. Soul Train meets the Reggae Bus from 9 p.m. to 3 a.m. Music by DJ TW from lightningradio.net and DJ Elaine Smith from the original 291 Club, www.291club.co.uk. Also featuring your Mic Man ST. Tickets are £8 on Eventbrite or more on the door. So come and join the Soul Train family on their second masquerade party. A night not to be missed.
I love it. You love it. We love it. Yes, it's back for Christmas. We love Rare Groove. We love Rare Groove. We love Rare Groove. It's the We Love Rare Groove Christmas party and our CEO Cheryl's birthday, Saturday, 21st of December, the Meccan Bar, 13 Bromley Road, Catford, London SE6 2TS, from 9 p.m. till very late. Our DJs will be spinning top quality soul rare grooves with a slice of revival to add some seasoning to this high quality event. DJ Legs, 5th Avenue, Hyper ESQ, Desi G, Tony P, and After Dark UK. Hosted by Brandy Lee, MC Bling, and Hollywood. Free buffet for early arrivals. Birthdays welcome. No entry after 12:30am. Call the collective on 07 956 586 301 for more info. Have a wonderful Christmas.
Attention promoters, DJs and radio presenters. Voices for You has become one of the most heard voices on radio when it comes to adverts and jingles. Based in Essex with over 25 years of voicing experience, we believe the customer being first every time. You'll get a free consultation, i.e. advice on wording, music and length of production. A fast and professional delivery via MP3 format. Every job is bespoke and tailored for the individual, so no two adverts will sound the same. With thousands of songs in the catalogue to choose from to enhance your production. We currently work close with many radio stations in UK. Hundreds of promoters and business owners use us on a weekly basis. For more information and advice, call Shoe Doctor on 07 985 118 123. Email shoedoctor67@hotmail.com or follow at Shoe Doctor JSC on Instagram. Voices for You. Fast, professional radio voiceovers where the clients always come first.
This is Miss Sassy, and you're listening to Taxman on the Independent Chart Show.
So as we head inside that final segment of this week's show, let's round off this week's Top 20 Independent Soul Chart with this week's number 1. Do you know what? It was always going to get there.
Oh, na, 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 na.
This week's number 1, Free Nationals featuring the sultral vocals of Chronix,
Na, 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 na.
Eternal Light. This week's number 1.
Number 1.
Vibration, yeah. That's the positive vibes and we creating, yeah. The sounds that make you feel right, we keep it blazing, yeah. Forever shining this light, we keep it blazing.
Number 1.
Forever shining this light. Hey, thank the Lord, my cup is full and running over. All who never like we, I got love we know. Baby girl just text me, say she coming over. And when she reach it, want me fit turn off the phone. Turn the lights down low, turn up the stereo, yeah. Alton Ellis, Gregory Isaac, Dennis Brown. Have you ever been in love? Now bad vibes can't stop this good vibration, yeah. That's the positive vibes we keep creating, yeah. Sounds that make you feel right, we keep it blazing, yeah. As long as we live in this life, we keep it blazing, yeah. As long as we live in this life, yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with melodies that touch your soul, no. They're acting like the people don't need it no more. Still when she hear that good music, she hold me closer. She grooving now, I know she feeling it for sure. She moved to me and rest her head up on my shoulder. Soothingly she tell me if you turn up the sound. Have you ever been in love? Now bad vibes can't stop this good vibration, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's the positive vibes and we creating, yeah. Sounds that make you feel right, we keep it blazing, yeah.
So that brings to a close this week's Top 20 chart for that weekend in the first day of December 2019 as we start to look forward towards Christmas this year. A couple of dates for your diary. Soul Train, forthcoming Friday down there at the Adulis Bar on Brixton Road. And of course, just before Christmas, we love Rare Groove. Do love me a bit of Rare Groove. And of course, the birthday party for the CEO, Miss Cheryl Small. That will take place down there in South London, the dirty South. Okay, that brings to a close this week's Top 20 Independent Soul Chart. Just over 23 minutes left of this week's show. So let's give you some soft, sensuous, independent soul flavour as we turn down that tempo.
To whom this may concern, this is Low Key, and we're locked in to the Taxman, playing music just the way you like it.
Okay, let's give you about 3 or 4 back-to-back. I'll catch you directly after the first 3 or the first 4, maybe the first 5.
Hi, this is Chitty, and I'm listening to the Taxman.
The music just turns me on.
What goes up must sure come down. Waiting for our downfall now. As you see, it makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to me. Said I'd love you, come what may. Next day, everything had changed. Still don't get it to this day. So what can I do if it makes no sense to you? Makes no sense to you. Yeah, makes no sense to me. Makes no sense to you. Makes no sense to me. It won't make no sense to you.
To whom this may concern, this is Low Key, and we're locked in to the Taxman, playing those essential, soulful jams.
Fire, baby. Fire, baby.
I ain't walking after a long day, thinking I'ma spend time with you. You've been feeling some kind of way. This ain't gonna be the night I picture. I don't wanna fuss or fight, wanna figure out what's wrong so we can make it right. Take the gloves off, let your guard down, and if it takes all night. We made a promise, it's something we said we wouldn't do. Do whatever it takes to be back in my place by you. So maybe if we just make love, oh, I'd rather do that. Oh yeah. So what can I say? So you don't have to feel this way. You can blame it on me, girl, whatever. We're not taking this into the next day. I don't wanna fuss and fight, I wanna figure out what's wrong so we can make it right. Take your gloves off, let your guard down. And if it takes all night, we made a promise, it's something we said we wouldn't do. I'd do whatever it takes to be back in my place by you, girl. We should just make us.
Hey, what's up? This is your girl Selena Johnson with the original True Player, my man Taxman.
Storm, and I've been through the rain. I've had disappointments, and I've had some pain. There's a place I go to find rest for my soul. In your presence, there's a place I go to get just what I need. In your presence,
you are listening to the best in independent soul.
Explain the way that I feel when I'm in your presence. Explain the joy that I feel when I'm in your presence. I've been ostracized and I've been pushed aside. I have cried some tears from all these backed up bills. Place I go to find rest for my soul. In your presence, there's a place I go to get just what I need. In your presence.
Hi, this is Izane, and I'm here with the one and only Taxman, breaking artist in the capital with the best in independent soul. Hi, this is Izane, and I'm here with the one and only Taxman, breaking artist in the capital with the best in independent soul.
You intrigue me. There's something about you that just keeps pulling me, you know? And it's mesmerizing.
Close to me, be right next to me, connect with me, and you know I really dig your vibe. Yes, I feel your energy, it's ecstasy, so heavenly, feels like butterflies on a roller coaster ride. Come be with me, set your feelings free, see what you do to me, the closeness of you makes me high, pulling me like the moon and sea, a real sweet fantasy. Tonight it's only you and I. You know I really feel you. You feel me too.
Oh my gosh, the music just turns me on, me on, me on, me on.
So we're now inside that final segment.
and sensual.
If you're one of those people that like their words,
Way to make you mine.
this one's right up your street.
Be with me, set your feelings free. See what you do to me. The closeness of you makes me high.
Each and every week in the final segment, we turn down that tempo,
Only you and I.
give some soft, sensuous, independent soul flavor
You feel
to bring you up to that 2-hour mark.
I feel.
So we're now easing towards Christmas 2019. Have you got all your presents? Do you know what? I haven't even started shopping. Once more, big shout out to all fellow Sagittarians. Underneath one of those tunes, if you like your words, music with meaning, music with feeling.
To love you, I just can't wait to try.
Let's give you another one. If you're a particular young lady that likes to listen to music with words, listen to this one.
Baby, you do not have to cower. Your pain does not have to be kept quiet, and you do not need a man to see your value. In the midst of weakness, you will find strength. Through destruction, you will be the leader of your construction. By dismiss, you will find out what true love is. I can crown you queen. If you forgot who you were meant to be, just
Tell me something good. Tell me that you love me. Yeah.
You are listening to the best in independent soul.
Some more music with meaning, more music with feeling. On the Swedes, Breaking Artists, Independent Chart Show.
Baby's dishonest, don't want you around me. Cause let's be honest, I'm out of your
ouch.
And you and I never see things eye to eye. And if I'm being honest, you were meant for I. Here today and gone tomorrow, baby, that's just how it goes. Bet today don't care tomorrow, baby. No.
Hello, this is Vivian Green with Taxman.
That you love me, did you mean it like that? Why you say you was down if you leaving like that? I'm the type to set my pride aside. If you're down to compromise, strapped in for the ride, boo. You my ride or die, ooh. Said you ride for me, said you die for me, ooh. That ain't true. Cause baby's dishonest, don't want you around me. Cause let's be honest, I'm out of your league. And since we're being honest, baby, you are meant for me. So let's just be honest, give me honesty. Cause baby's dishonest, don't want you around me. Cause let's be honest, I'm out of your league. And since we're being honest, baby, you are meant for me. So let's just be honest, give me honesty. If you was ready, boo, I'd be down too. No questions, no confusion. Wouldn't have to ask, leave the past in the past. But until then, all you get is a voicemail. Get the dial tone, I'm not home. Don't call, baby's dishonest. Don't want you around me. Cause let's be honest, I'm out of your league. And since we're being honest, baby, you are meant for me. So let's just be honest.
This one's more giving you music with meaning, music with feeling, music with words, music with a touch of bass line.
Since we're being honest, baby, you are meant for me.
Do you know what? We do like this one.
Give me honesty.
Now on deck number one,
All I need is a little.
the next tune, I'm going to send it out to two female
Give me honesty.
radio presenters here in the UK, here in London. They like their music with a touch of bass line. Big shout out to the one that was Angela B. Big shout out to Miss Ouch, aka Claudes, or Claudes, aka Miss Ouch. They both love their music with a bit of bass line. So if you're one of those, turn your bass to the top level and sit back and listen to this one.
There's a monster creeping by, taking every dream in she's at night. What you carry, what you hold, just be careful who you've told. Oh, there he goes, oh, there he goes, trying to take your diamonds and your gold. Oh, there he goes, oh, there he goes, trying to steal the lightning in your soul. Now you wonder why you were chosen, why he coming for you like a target. Hear it in your
This is Deja Bell with Taxman, playing the music just the way you like it.
only way you can get by. Oh, there he goes, oh, there he goes, inside your mind, breaking your mold. Oh, there he goes, oh, there he goes, stealing your time. Don't be frightful, don't you lose any bit of faith you had in you. There's a lion in your core, and the earth will tremble when it roars. Oh, there you go.
It's the way he plays them.
And your gold. Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go. You have found the power in your soul. Now you see the light when you focus. You unnoticed for very good reason. You are so divine, you will win it. You must fight him, it's the only way you can get by. Oh, there you go, oh, there you go. Fight for your soul, make it your own. Oh, there you go, oh, there you go. You're gonna blow.
This one's one. Send this one out to Miss Angela B. Also send this one out to Claudes, aka Miss Ouch, or Ouch, aka Miss Claudes. Always get it the wrong way round. Ouch. Music with a touch of bass line as we head towards the bottom of this week's show.
Everything is a blessing on y'all, whether you agree or you wait for it. I learn mine, never get no loss. Take it all in.
So if you like your soul
everything is
sexy,
on y'all,
sassy, or organic,
whether you a fiend.
Each and every week, the Breaking Artists Top 20 Independent Soul Chart, the Breaking Artists Independent Chart Show,
never get no loss.
gives you exactly that. The best in independent soul, hip-hop, R&B, touch of jazz,
from heaven,
where we can,
take it all in, no pause.
A sprinkling of independent contemporary gospel.
You see my eyes, only imagine this creation, this bitch. It's for me, it's for you, it's for me. It's for me, it's for you, it's for me. Soulmate, intelligent, I want nobody but you. It's for you, it's for me, it's for us. It's for you, it's for me, it's for us. You're like a flower that grows where flowers don't grow.
Hey, this is Lynn Fidmont from Los Angeles, and it feels so right here with the Taxman, playing music just the way you like
You got all of me, you got all my heart. Love runs so deep. Can't imagine being without you, not a minute. Can't imagine being without you, not a second.
Madam Queen, you're my world. Hey, this is Chris Crane with the Taxman, playing music just the way you like it.
It's for me, our love. It's only our love. Yes, my eyes only imagine this creation, this bitch. It's for me, it's for you, it's for me. It's for us. It's for me, it's for you, it's for me.
It's so incredible. Time flies when I'm with you.
It's for you, it's for me, it's for us. It's for you, it's for me, it's for us.
You are my heartbeat. I can't live without you. Oh no, no. I got all your loving, I got all you need, I got all your heart. My love runs so deep. Can't imagine being without you, not a minute. Can't imagine being without you, not a second.
Our
So as we come towards the end of this week's show, gonna slip in the final one for me. It's been nice, but let's try and do this all over again next week. Let's leave you with this one.
I'm into you. I'm in love with you. I'd do anything for you, 'cause I'm in love with you. I'll do anything.
This is your girl Terry Remsen with Taxman, playing the music just the way you like it.
So without doubt, the final one for me tonight, this morning, this afternoon, or good evening. I'm out the door. All that remains for me to say is look after yourselves. Please look after each other. And let's do this all over again next week. I'm out the door. Ciao for now. See you soon.
After you, with a big smile on my face, the little things you do, I could never replace.
Oh my gosh, the music just turns me on.
Maybe I could right my wrongs, and we could float away and never come again and stay. I pray for better days, but we always find a way. Waking up to you, waking up is like a dream come true. Waking up to you, waking up is like a dream come true. Now everybody say he's got something I want, he's got something I need, he's got something I want, he's got something I need. Waking up to you,
Fire, baby.
it's like a beach of you. I'm so in love with you. From the dirt we grew, you got my all, kept it real with you. Embrace my flaws, more than physical. The independent child show.
Hey, what's up? It's Desi Tribble, and when I'm online, I'm listening to the best in independent soul on the Independent Chart Show.
We always find a